At this point here, I receive the ball and I don't actually look over that way. What happens is there, I hear a call from this player and I kind of looked up in my peripheral vision. That's like the second time I've said that because peripherals are so important in football. Yo, what's going on Team Twitter? I hope you're all super well. Yeah, I got a fresh cut. Lucy did it for me. This is a couple of days after, but I thought, you know what? On the days that I do game analysis, I kind of enjoy having a little break from vlogging, so that's why my hair's cut. And then at the start of tomorrow's vlog, my hair won't be cut. So just bear with me on that. Let's get right into this game analysis. I'm playing as a number 10. And remember, if you guys are new around here, make sure you subscribe. And if you enjoy the video right now, go down below, click that like button. Let's hit 300 likes on this video. Super easy target. I know y'all can smash it out. So let's crack on. Starting off, I like to let you guys watch the clip and then I'll break it down. So that's the first one. Simple mistake. Very, very simple. And this was early on in the game. I think it just came from a lack of sort of, you know, not understanding, but look at that body shape. That is so poor. My body shape should be seeing the ball and out there. Right now I can see that, and I'm not aware of whether or not I can turn. And if we take this a couple of steps forward, now if I can control this on my left foot, if I have my time again, my body shape is pretty much as it is right now. I control on my left foot, maybe I can do a first time ball into this guy, he can go forward, or I can dribble, drag this guy in, put it in behind him for him to run onto, and we probably would have scored. Honestly, I have great positioning there. In between the lines, bang, bang, and I'm in this middle area. Man, I'm excited because this is the first sort of game analysis of me playing as an attacking midfield. So, you know, great position, just poor execution. So that throughout the week in training, I watched this back and I already knew that it came down to the bad position of my body, and I worked on that throughout the week of training, and hopefully this week it's much better. It should be. We'll get there though. And that's why, you know, it leads to a bad ball, poor execution. And at the end of the day, yeah, you say bad ball, but realistically it comes down to poor body shape. Here, I see the run in behind, I look to make it and doesn't come off. I'll quickly touch on this one and say the reason I run in behind here is because our striker has now received the ball in between the lines. And because he's received that, that means that centre back is going to step up, which allows me to go forward. So if we watch it, centre back is unsure, and he's also unsure of this guy here. So I know there's a hole. I know he's dragged. They just lost possession of the ball, and I'm looking for it. Could I have changed my run a little bit? I don't think so. I think, you know, it's just mishit. He could have hit that through there and still not been intercepted. I would have been away. We have this guy running through as well, scoring opportunity. So again, getting myself into a good position that time. It was just unfortunate. You're not all, like, I missed up my pass. You can't expect a good pass every time. Here, checking for the throw, then I check off and Zara goes down the line looking for something. I'm positioning myself where I think I can win the second ball. So if you see here, when the ball goes up in the air, as soon as it goes up, I look, and the reason for that is I'm looking, okay, am I in front of this guy? Am I in front of this guy? Yes. And because what I know is going to happen, the ball's going to get headed somewhere. That's my thought process. So I check. If this guy has moved to there, I might have moved another step there just so I can win that second ball for the team. I see, okay, I'm in a great position. I'll let it play. Well, I take a step anyway, and I win that second ball, put the cross in, and we score from it. So that's super simple. I won't go into it too much. Actually, I'll go through this part. So yeah, I see that. It just comes down to second ball. I take my touch, and I looked up. I saw a guy back post, and in the middle, and I just need to put it anyway. Yeah, this guy headers it. You can say whatever. Like, at the end of the day, we scored, so that's all I'm really concerned about. Great finish as well. Top finish on the half volley. Here, I'm wide. I just found myself there, and I received the ball. So now I have a ton of space. The problem is right now, stop it, because I just want to say this guy's come in. If he wasn't coming, I would have gone at this guy, probably taken it inside and maybe looked for a shot. But because this player right here came in, definitely made it harder. Sorry, I don't like to stop it throughout the clip, so I'll let it play. I received the ball. Bang, yeah, I look for it, I'm looking for it, but there were just too many bodies, so I play ball. That one, it was a bouncing ball, definitely should have been better, but we still end up keeping it. So, next clip, I make my run into the box. I'm looking for this, timing my run, and see how I hold my run up there? I really want, at this point, I would have loved the ball. If he could have, I don't know if he could have, he had eyes for goal, so that's fine. But if he could have tapped that back, I'm in a position where I can take a step this way, or take a step that way. And let's see, could he have tapped it? If he does a left foot, he could have put it into this area here where I would have been an option. Maybe I needed to take a step there for him to really see me. But hey, he tries a shot, doesn't work out. I get a little bit frustrated because I wanted that ball, but it's fine. I reset, I go, okay, what's my next job? And I see a ton of space out on this right-hand side. Nothing happens, and now I see Zara. So I see the right wing go in, and I tuck back in. I'm back in the middle. Now watch this run. I'm gonna stop it when I receive the ball and take you guys back. What was good about this run? I want you guys to have another look at it. Why did I make the run I made? Have a think about it for a second. Why was I not tracked so well? Okay, so you've had another chance to look at it. The simple reason is, you can see I even make sure I do this. I get behind this player. Yes, there's an easy avenue for me to run in front of him, but you can see, even on that foot, look at where my foot is facing, and I'm looking, I'm going, I need to get behind him, and then get in behind that player. So, we'll take it back and have a look at my run. I'm running towards that right wing, I see, and I take my step, I even change behind him to make sure, and at this point I slow down because I didn't think he was going to kick it, and I speed up, and then this guy has no idea. That's the benefit of being behind the player, is I can speed up when I want and he's not going to know where I am. Nothing much to say on this, just a little bit of a 1v1 work, and I see a guy open up in the middle, and maybe I could have put it a little bit higher. If I was in there, I would have tried maybe a bicycle kick, but hey, he tried the header, didn't work out. Here, okay, so another throw in, poor touch, poor touch. I'll take it for the throw. So what can I do better here? Let's have a look for next time. Throw lands just before me, which does make it difficult to control. Ideally, if you're throwing the ball in, you always want to try and land it on the player's foot. It lands just before me, so what can I do to fix this? I would say probably try to do a quick control, maybe even put my foot on the ball and then play Zara. I tried it one time, and when it's bouncing like that, it is a difficult pass to execute. So I think I need to judge the flight of the ball when it lands, decide whether I take a quick touch and play, or whether, if that lands on my foot, that's a much easier pass for me to play. So the throw-ins, it's about looking out for your teammate, but if you're the player receiving the ball and you mess up because of maybe the throw wasn't exactly where you wanted it, think about how can you fix that situation, if that makes sense. Here, I probably would have taken a touch if I had my time again and then passed it, because that is a difficult pass to execute on the bounce. But my reaction is good. I watch this guy, make sure he doesn't go forward, and I strike from this side, get him behind. We'll let this play and stop there. We'll go back. So I try to play this here, but I had to push him off. And if you watch, he doesn't even touch the ball and takes me out. And yeah, I don't know how that's not a foul. I don't remember at the time, but that's 100% a foul. But whatever. Second half, receive the ball out on the edge of the box, quick little control and play. Not much to say there. Just keeping the ball, and then we can spread it out wide. Yeah, maybe a volley, but there's a higher percentage chance that we actually create something if I keep it. Not the best corner from Mace, but I get it back out to him because I know he has room, and I check off. I could have given myself a little bit more room. Again, not much to say. The reason I crossed that ball and to the back post is because, well, first off, there's no one making this run. There's no one making the runs to here. So all of that is pointless. And there's no way I'm going to do anything else but cross it here. Maybe, like, if I take this back, could I have taken both these guys on? I could have maybe, like, another possibility, maybe a chip through ball for Mace to run onto. But at the end of the day, we had all our players in there. Let's try and get something in. And I know I can whip a ball, so I was confident that I was going to hit someone. Just a little bit too deep for that guy. But still, we nearly created something there. Again, a run in behind. So if we take that back, Great hold up play by our striker. Unfortunate with the pass. But you can see I start my run when I know this centre back has stepped up. This one's a bit deeper. We can't even see him. So that leaves me in a 1v1 situation with that centre back if I pick up the ball. And even if I run past him. So I'm going to stop it right here. If that's slightly softer, I run on the shoulder of this guy. He's facing the ball. And if that's played a bit softer, I've got the acceleration on him. I get through and an opportunity is created. I'll let you guys watch that back in fast motion again. So look at the moment I decide to make my run. You can see, we'll take it back. Where are we? Take it back. I'm walking around, I'm walking, and then I go, okay, now's my time. I see, okay, can he turn and play me? Nearly. Very, very close chance. So good runs. It doesn't matter that the ball doesn't come to me here. Checking in. Again, I'll let this play and then I want to talk on it. We'll stop it there. So I want to talk about the first, there's two segments to this play. First one, again, not the best throw. I'm dealing with a problem. This one, better. I control it and I keep the ball. Now, the good thing is when I control it there, look, ideally I want this landing on my foot. This makes it a very difficult ball for me to control. And at this point, when I did this, see how I lift this leg? Because I was going to play it there. And as soon as I see this guy step up, I see out of the corner of my eye, I don't even look, but I know that that player's there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 5 players even coming closer to me, and then I make the pass. So we take it back slightly, I check in, take the touch, I see out of the corner of my eye, I go, okay, yeah, corner of my eye, bang, and now I can look to get in behind. So realistically, from that play, look how many players I've dragged into this small area. And yeah, that came from the bad throw. If it was a better throw, I probably still would have done the same sort of thing, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players on this side of the field in the space of like 6 meters. Just because I took that extra touch, waited, and didn't put this guy under pressure, I now put it into a 1v1. So it's about thinking, how can you create overloads? How can you drag plays in? A lot of coaches say, play that ball quicker. And it's like, well, if I played that first time straight back to the throw, if I could, for example, I wouldn't have dragged 6 players in. And that 6 players now allows me to go forward and then have a strike on goal. What I will say on this, I'm very happy. Look at this touch that I set myself. That one there, I get it out in front. Just poor. Yeah, there's a couple of options here. I could have played this guy through. I could have put it reverse. But honestly, look at that. That's 100% on. I just mishit it. Unfortunate. If it goes top corner, then none of those options are valid. So it's one of those ones. Kickoff. That's not the main focus of the play. This one coming up here is, so I make my run in behind because I see the winger has attracted the fullback. And then I'm getting in behind, trying to read the play. Okay, so I win the throw-in, but why do I win the throw-in? I see this a lot. So what I'm trying to do here is read where the guy is trying to shepherd the ball. So I get him there, he's on the other side of me. Now I try and get my arm in front and I stop again because I know he's going to try and get in front. And then at this point, I've got kind of possession of the ball. It's a 50-50. And I can't do anything else but kick it into him. So when I kick it into him, it goes out, we get a throw in. So from there, we're now in a great position. I think about taking, but I didn't take the quick throw in. 2 more clips for you guys, and then we'll finish it there. Looking for the second ball again. Always looking for the second ball when it's in the air. Push this guy in the back a little bit and control it using my body. Again, I'll do this in 2 segments. So ball goes up, and when it goes up, I'm kind of just trying to put a bit of pressure on. It just happens to bounce there. Now, that's, the guy's a bit smaller than me, but that's a bit of, using my body to protect the ball. At this point, I know that player's there, so, it's pretty simple what to do. Bang, I push it, and then I get around the player. So I continue my run. That's super important in this play, because now I'm in a position where I can then take the touch forward and strike. Yeah, there are a couple of cutback options, but hey, it's in front of goal. Last clip, ball goes there, and I'm in a position where I can pick it up, pass it, we'll let this play, and then I'll take it back, and what a goal, great finish. So if we take it back, at this point here, I receive the ball, and I don't actually look over that way. What happens is there, I hear a call from this player, and I kind of looked up in my peripheral vision. that's like the second time I've said that, because peripherals are so important in football, especially as a 10. You need to see, like out of the corner of your eye, you need to see the player making that run in order to make the pass. That's where the creativeness comes from. So I see out of the corner of my eye a channel that I can pass to, and through that channel allows us to score. So, you know, if I look up there, it now takes me an extra half second to get to here. By the time I've done that, he's come there, maybe the centre back step up a little bit, and that option's gone. I trusted my peripherals, I knew he was free, and bang, we make that pass nice and firm as well, so it gets straight to him. Great touch, great finish. So, gonna end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm enjoying attacking midfield. As you guys can see, I personally believe I performed much better there than on the wing. In saying that, there were a lot more actions that I performed, so that's always good. It's quality, and I'm just overall happy with it. I think it was a good performance, and like I said, when we actually went over the game, the things in there, the mistakes, they're things that I can go, okay, I can fix that. I can fix that. Like the body position, that's such a simple one to fix, and you know, we keep that up, it's going to lead to good things. So overall, happy. 1020, I'm signing out. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.